Yeah. No, that Joker nigga though. Hey boy, hey boy, hey boy, hey JB man, hey. I ain't gonna even speak on you talking about being cheesy ever after what that Mog did. Mm-hmm. What? What? Man, that nigga. That nigga like Future.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
That nigga like Future.
And that's caught inside the 30.
I'm the best in the game.
Indianapolis.
This started third.
75 yards.
Yes.
And the Colts are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just get, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
That Joker nigga, boy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and see what Joker do. Let me see how Joker get down. I'm gonna go ahead and see how he get down.
Sanchez now.
See, I ain't got you started a share.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
I'm gonna see how that Joker nigga get down though.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
PC.
At their own 23-yard line.
I ain't got it on. What? Oh yeah.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hell yeah. Hey, boy, I'm getting hey, this nigga say I'm out here cheating. Duval, can you tell JB, bro? Can you please tell JB that Shao Kahn was free for me? Can you please tell? Because he don't believe it, bro. No, it was free.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes.
Yeah, because I didn't think.
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And
yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah, but no, Shao Kahn was the only one free for me.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
Hell yeah.
And while they won't just empty the bench
because what did I say to the ball? I said, man, he's $0. He's free.
Before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick.
Did you go? You went on the game, right? You ain't going to the PlayStation Store. You went through the game. Did you go through the game? Or did you go through the PlayStation Store? That's what I'm saying. Like, did you go through? Okay, because he was in the game for me for free, bro.
At their own 19-yard line.
He was in the game. He was $0.
Set to get this drive underway.
I couldn't believe.
Just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. Once again, it's Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
Oh, my man, knocked it out of my hand.
Intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As he'll punt it away for the second time.
Gotta watch out for the nonsense.
calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rivers on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs.
Oh!
And he'll wind
Oh,
up
I thought it was play action.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Oh,
Down now. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk.
Oh, shit, I jumped up.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, moved up. Not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
36 yards on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to
get
run
him, man.
you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He slammed under that.
30-yard line.
He slammed under that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo.
That's pick.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 18. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Madden. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy that...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Shit, they gonna straighten that out. They gonna straighten that out.
has it been for them?
Yeah, they definitely gonna straighten that out.
And see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to restructure him.
Taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So it's over.
The 49ers
and they already had killers over there, man.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Let's go! The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way.
Remember Stafford going,
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing, Rivers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Yeah.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they
What's
recalibrate
up,
and get this
Justin,
proverbial
man?
train
Yeah.
back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The
That's
offensive
good.
coordinator.
That's a good throw.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
No, that was a
Guess
good
it's
throw,
time now to
man.
lean
That was a
on
good
that
throw.
leadership.
Too bad.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's going to be...
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
We've seen that the deep ball plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Yeah,
And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the 49ers' 14-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Hold on. Hit the